700 Marines from 29 Palms and 4,000 National Guard soldiers could be just the beginning of an expanded domestic role for the military. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth told the House Appropriations Subcommittee on Defense today service members are critical to domestic security.
I think we're entering another phase, especially under President Trump, with his focus on the homeland, where the National Guard and Reserves become a critical component of how we secure that homeland.
There's a couple reasons why this situation is so unprecedented.
Janessa Goldbeck is a San Diego Marine veteran and the CEO of the Vet Voice Foundation, a nonprofit that works to get veterans involved in advocacy.
This is the first time in over 60 years that a president has deployed the National Guard against the wishes of local law enforcement and the sitting governor. We in this country have the most professional fighting force in the world, and we have a force that is apolitical. And when the president is directing active duty military to do law enforcement in the streets, that puts them in a very political position.
Resistance to using the military for domestic law enforcement is more than 900 years old. It's first mentioned in the Magna Carta. The Insurrection Act, which was last updated in 1874, would allow the president to use the military for law enforcement. It was last invoked in 1992 by President George H.W. Bush during an uprising over the Rodney King police brutality trial verdict. Trump hasn't invoked that law yet, but his latest orders don't limit his authority to deploy troops just to Los Angeles. Instead, his executive order says he can deploy troops to cities where protests are either occurring or are likely to occur in order to protect federal agents and property. Goldbeck says that has broader implications.
It seems that the president is looking for pretense to deploy these troops into the streets as a way of reshaping really how Americans view military power and who it belongs to. And in this case, it seems the president is very intent on reshaping the military to be his own force to be used for political purposes.
There was some confusion about the Marine deployment Monday when Hegseth said on X that 700 Marines were deploying to Los Angeles from Camp Pendleton. U.S. Northern Command tells KPBS the San Diego County base houses the headquarters element for the 1st Marine Division, but that the battalion deploying to L.A. is coming from 29 Palms in San Bernardino County. Other users of the website that used to be Twitter shared photos of a Marine convoy en route to Los Angeles from Camp Pendleton, but those were from the 1992 deployment, not this week's. Andrew Dyer, KPBS News.